William Huyn here for a new Discord poll discussion. So this is pretty simple. I have a Discord channel link to join in the description. We talk about games. Sometimes somebody come up with a poll idea. I put up the poll, people answer it, and I riff and raff about the answers people are giving me. This time it's about the games for 2024. The questions are as follow. What are your wishes for games or wants from games in 2024? What game or update of a game are you most excited for in 2024? What game is releasing after 2024 but you wish it released in 2024? Which game's remake would you like announced in 24? What was the game you played the most in 2023? Why did you spend so much time on that game? What made you pick up the game initially? And what are your hopes for your favorite game or game franchise in 2024? I think I'm gonna do something a bit different than usual here. Another thing I'm thinking about doing different is removing the background music. How? Let me know in the comment. Should I keep or not the background music? Do I keep it? I'm not sure. I feel it's giving like some kind of background and remove some noises from the house, like the fans and stuff like that. But yeah, I wonder, should I keep it or not? Is the question. And now for the different thing that I want to do, I'm gonna answer those questions before going to the people's answer. So, okay, so first, what are my wishes for games in 2024? I'm not one to board any hype trains. I tend to only care about the games I can play. Um, so I don't know. I would like to have a PS5. That would be one of my wishes in gaming for 2024, but not sure this answers the question. But this is the best I can come up with. What game or update of a game are you most excited for in 2024? Well, this is pretty easy. It's not an update, it's actually a game, and it's Persona 3 Reload. Reloaded? Reload? Oh man. What a fan. What a fan I am. Let me go look it up real quick. It's Reload. I was not too sure. So they're remaking Persona 3, which is one of my favorite JRPGs of all time. And from what I've seen, it seems pretty competent. So I'm definitely quite excited about this. It's definitely something I will play this year. But this year is mostly about Trails. Just finished Trails to Azure and started Trails of Cold Steel. Both are quite fantastic. Trails to Azure is probably the best Trails game of all time, to be honest. I had a blast playing that. What game is releasing after 2024 but wish it released in 2024? Well, I have no idea. I'm gonna skip this one. I have no answer. I'm really not looking that far away in time. Which game's remake would you like announced in 2024? I wish they would do less remakes and more new game. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there. What was the game you played the most in 2023? Definitely Scourgebringer. I've played like 100 hours of Scourgebringer. I've platinumed the game on two different platforms, mobile and PS4. Well, there's no platinum on mobile, but you know what I mean. I got all the trophies twice. And then I kept playing. So, and the reason I spent so much time on that game is how good it feels to play it. I've been talking about this like 100 times now. But yeah, pushing the buttons, pressing the buttons in Scourgebringer makes my brain go brrr. So yeah, I love Scourgebringer. I think the pixel art is perfect, the music is godlike, and the movement, the action, it's just so crazy. I love Scourgebringer. It really, really resonated with me. And the reason I picked up the game initially, I don't know. I think it was like on the App Store and I was looking at some Metroidvanias or side scroller, and it was just there, and it was on sale, and thought, oh well, why not? And yeah, boy, did it clicked. Um, what are your hopes for your favorite game franchise in 2024? Well, I hope that Afterplays, the mobile game, the Zelda-like open world made by one dude, Even Kais, will be ported to PC and consoles this year. This is my hopes for my favorite game in 2024. All right, so I've answered the question. Now let's go see what other people are saying. First, we have Rufels answering the second question. Sailing skill in OSRS. The question was, what update were you the most excited for? Uh, Now we have Jackson saying all about games for 2024. What game or game update are you most excited in 2024? Breath of the Wild 3. Still not gonna happen. Gonna be at least 5 more years until the next Zelda game, and it will be something different. Yes, probably. What game is releasing after 2024 but wish it released in 24? The next Zelda game. Um, what game's remake would you like announced in 2024? None. Make something new or get the fuck out. Yeah, and then I say that, and the game I'm the most excited about is a remake of Persona 3. But I agree. Uh, I like remasters. I like being able to play old game on modern consoles. But remakes are something I'm not really into. I wish they would make more new franchises. What was the game you played the most in 2023? Tears of the Kingdom, which is Breath of the Wild 2. Why did you spend so much time on that game? Because it was awesome. One of the best games I've ever played. Well, I'm very happy that you found something that you enjoy so much. It's priceless, really. Having a game that you really get into and that you like almost everything about it. It's it happened to me. I know how it feels, and it's great. What made you pick up the game initially? Breath of the Wild was awesome, so its sequel was sure to be awesome. Awesomer. What are your hopes for your favorite game franchise? That they make Breath of the Wild 3, but they won't. Well, I would not discount. They could make Breath of the Wild 3. Or another open world Zelda game, but I don't anticipate it releasing in 2024. 2026 would be a more reasonable time frame. Alright, thanks for answering, Jackson, Zelda fan, as we can all see. Now we have Old Man Gamer, aka Zach, saying, all about games for 2024. What are your wishes for games, wants from games in 2024? Skull and Bones, to be liked and not full of bullshit that pushes people away. Pipe dreams. Yeah, pipe dreams indeed. But that's all we have in gaming these days. Have you seen the Xbox Direct? You liked it, right? What game or update of a game are you the most excited for in 2024? Light, no fire. So pumped. I am a huge No Man's Sky guy, so I can't wait to jump into their take on fantasy. Also, on the more indie side, I'm looking forward to games called Mirthwood and Towerborn. Mirthwood is a true low-graphic procedural sandbox, and Towerbone is a hybrid looter-brawler. Huh. Might have to go look into that Mirthwood game. I'm curious. I definitely like, lo-fi stuff. What game is releasing after 2024 but wish it released in 2024? Streets of Rage 5 and the other Sega games announced at the Game of the Year Awards. Um, Streets of Rage 5, as a huge fan of Streets of Rage 4, and like honestly, while I think that River City Girls 2 is absolutely amazing and fantastic, Streets of Rage 4 is still my best beat 'em up of all time. And I've seen some images of Streets of Rage 5, and man, I'm not so sure. I'm anxious about it. I hope it's gonna be good. I really hope it's gonna be good. But man, I don't know. Uh, Which games remake would you like to see announced in 2024? Skyrim. Just kidding. Yeah, they haven't released Skyrim enough. Remaster of OG Streets of Rage 1 through 3. Let Lizard Cube do it too. And now I have a hard on. Yeah, I would love it. That's a great call. We need Streets of Rage, the old game, made by the people who made Streets of Rage 4. What was the game you played the most in 2023? Weirdly, WWE 2K23, just the GM mode, lol. Over 160 hours. Baldur's Gate 3 is quickly catching up. Why did you spend so much time on that game? Shameless plug, I know. He plugged the Old Man General Manager Season 3. Zach is doing this on his channel. Go look him up. I'll leave a link to. I'll leave the link to the video he linked in the description. Go look him up. He's really into wrestling, and he's doing those kind of. I've watched a bit. I just don't like wrestling, so it doesn't appeal to me too much. But this is definitely high quality stuff. It's honestly it's great. He's doing like voices of different wrestlers, and there's like scenarios happening. It's like tabletop gaming, but in a wrestling game. I'm explaining this very very badly, but just go look it up. All right, that's gonna make sense when you watch it. What made you pick the game up initially? A huge wrestling fan who loves to play God. What are your hopes for your favorite game franchise in 24? Well, I enjoy and love GM mode on WWE 2K3. It wasn't my favorite game. My favorite is Baldur's Gate 3. I hope it gets some kick-ass DLC and barring that mod support, so I always have something new in it. Well, thanks a bunch for commenting, Zach. Appreciate it. Yeah, looking forward to next Wednesday. Alright, next. Next we have Ishan Roy C saying all about games for 2024. What are your wishes for games, wants from game in 2024? I wish for a better Pokemon game which is more so like the old games, Pokemon Black and White specifically. My son have a Pokemon game on Switch. I think it's like Let's Go Pikachu or something like that. He's not a fan. I I have an emulator machine, like a little pocket console, which have Pokemon Yellow on it from the GBA, and not the GBA, the Game Boy, original Game Boy. And he's been playing that and told me it's better than the Switch game. What game or update of a game are you most excited for in 2024? Terraria 1.5 update. It's been in the works since 2022. I am hoping the developers at Relogic Studios, creators of Terraria, will be able to give us the last and final update of Terraria, as they planned on making a sequel after the final update of Terraria. Didn't know about that. What game is releasing after 2024 but you wish it released in 2024? GTA 6. I played GTA San Andreas as a kid, went around shooting people and recruiting people with a cheat code, and did sort of an army versus the police. Really, really hoping they'll allow us to do that in future GTA game. Other than that, I'm hoping for Instinction on Steam. It doesn't even have a release date. Um, on GTA 6, just a quick side note. I've watched the trailers. It was the most nothing burger I've ever seen. Like, we know it's gonna be like in Vice City, and we know there's gonna be guns and people walking in the street and twerking, I guess. There was no UI, no gameplay, no. It's and then they hyped up this trailer like for quite some time before it released, and then it released, and it's like, yeah, well, 2026 maybe 2027. Don't forget that December 30th, like December 30, 2026 is still 2026. So it's it was a huge letdown for me. All right. Next, I'm a bit lost now. Which games remake would you like to see announced in 2024? Pokemon Black and White. Or White. What was the game you played the most in 2023? RuneScape and Terraria. Color me surprised. Why did you spend so much time on that game? On Terraria, because it's so much fun. Started it in October 2022, did 3 playthroughs till April 2023 or so. Loved every moment of it, except the grind. RuneScape. I was honestly looking for a new MMORPG after Chimera Land, as it was pay to win, and Villagers and Heroes as a few unlikable update, like the class rebalancing. Anyways, so I wanted a game where I could AFK, semi-AFK, and concentrate fully. After a long day of work, sometimes I want to play something that I can relax and play, and doesn't have to be a game which requires 100% attention. MMORPGs, and especially RuneScape, does that very well. AFK activities like 10 minutes of AFK mining, smithing, and a few minutes of AFK woodcutting while I watch a YouTube video, one of mine I hope, such as this one. Right, okay, good. Yeah, on the side. Alright. Semi-AFK activities mean activities that I can do while focusing on something else, like listening to a podcast or songs and doing something on autopilot, such as necromancy rituals or fishing fully immersed full attention content when I'm feeling like it include doing bosses and quests. RuneScape has something for everyone, and I like that about the game. No matter what our playstyle is, you'll find something you like, and something you like depending on your mood and mental capacity to immerse yourself fully, partially, or not at all. What made you pick up the game initially? Terraria because friends recommended it, RuneScape because it was on my top 10 MMORPGs to try out next. Now I'm curious to know what the 9 others are. What are your hopes? Oh, and by the way, if you want to know how I feel personally about RuneScape, I have a video on my channel where I react to RuneScape trailers and tell you all about all about what I feel. Man, what a badly oh my god, it's early in the morning, so you know what I mean. If you want my thoughts on RuneScape, go watch that. What are your hopes for your favorite game franchise in 2024? Pokemon getting fun games which are a bit tougher, and the Pokemon Black and White remake. RuneScape to get more AFK timer and protein summoning team, An increase of the bag capacity, stacking of items in bags, along with increased XP rates for combat. Terraria Update 1.5 and Terraria 2 announcement. Alright, Ishan, I did it. I answered not I answered. I've read your replies. Thanks for commenting. Now on to the next. Last but not least, we have Shamrock Knox saying, "What are your wishes for games in 2024?" NA, like no comments. What games or update of a game are you the most excited for in 2024? Mass Effect 4-5, depends if you count crappy Andromeda, Horizon Zero Dawn, Forbidden West. Although I can't play either of those because of hardware requirements. Yeah, I can feel the pain. Not necessarily for those particular games, but I'm beginning to feel that I'm getting behind hardware-wise. My PS4 can play Returnal, which I would like to play. I can play Baldur's Gate 3. My phone is starting to get older. I have an iPhone 11. There's more and more games that are not available to me, which kind of suck. What game is releasing after 2024, but wish it released in 2024? No comments. Remake you would like announced? No comments. What are the games you played the most in 2023? Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, 140 hours. Runner-up, Dragon Age Inquisition at 134 hours. That's quite a bit. Why did you spend so much time on that game? Because they were fun. What made you pick up the game initially? Price and the kind of game. What are your hopes for your favorite game franchise in 2024? I don't know. Alright, thanks for commenting. And with that, we are done. Another poll is done. If you have any ideas for a future poll, let me know. Join the Discord. Come participate in those discussions. We always have something nice going on the Discord, but it's mostly memes. But anyway, thanks a bunch for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope you were entertained. And now go do something else. Go play games. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.